From ancient times, humans have always looked up at the starry sky to seek answers for their own destiny. Why are some people born favored, meeting benefactors wherever they go? Why do others struggle their whole lives no matter how hard they try, as if swimming against the current? Is destiny already arranged, or is it merely the operation of some invisible law? Eastern sages call this law heavenly rhythm, a great cosmic current, circulating like the tides, rising and falling, carrying with it the ups and downs of all humanity. In an ancient system of knowledge called the 9 periods and 3 cycles, it is believed that the entire universe turns in a 180-year cycle, divided into 3 great cycles, each lasting 60 years, and within each cycle are 9 periods, each lasting 20 years. When a period changes, not only do the heavens and earth transform, but even human destiny is deeply affected. Like a boat going downstream moves forward effortlessly, while a boat going upstream must struggle to row. We have gone through period 8 lasting from 2004 to 2023. Belonging to the earth element, a stage when humans focused on material foundations, land, real estate, and stability, but starting from 2024, humanity officially enters period 9, the fire element, an era of light, explosive knowledge, spirituality, and technology. This is the final period of the lower cycle, said to be a time of powerful purification, when whatever no longer fits will be burned away to make room for what is purer. The notable stage is 2025 to 2026. Scholars believe these are not merely 2 years in human history, but the gateway of destiny, where the past closes and the future opens. Whoever passes through this gate with awakening will experience 9 years of rebirth. But those who miss it or remain in confusion will be locked in a loop, living the next 9 years as an extension of their previous mistakes. Imagine this. You are standing at a bend in a river. The current is shifting. If you quickly adjust your direction, you will smoothly drift toward the vast sea. If you stubbornly row the old way, you will run aground on the sandbank, and no matter your effort, it will be in vain. The years 2025 and 2026 are the bend of the river of destiny, and right at this bend, every small decision, from thoughts, actions, to which relationships you keep or release, can create a branch leading to a completely different journey. So what awaits beyond the gate of 2025 to 2026? Why do these 2 years have the power to shape an entire decade? And how can you avoid missing this final opportunity? Let's continue to the next section to decode the great mystery of the times. In the 9 periods and 3 cycle system, the number 9 represents Li fire, the flame of knowledge, light, and explosion. If period 8, Gen Earth, focused on accumulation, stability, and material values, then period 9 is dynamic, opening an era of spiritual energy, consciousness, and creativity. During period 8, we witnessed the prosperity of real estate, material foundations, and concerns about houses, land, and real estate and stability. But stepping into period 9, the focus will shift strongly. Technology, media, artificial intelligence, spirituality, and global consciousness connection. The world will no longer revolve around the question, what do I own, but will turn to, who am I? What do I understand, and how do I contribute? Notice that as soon as 2024 began period 9, humanity witnessed the explosion of AI and intelligent technology, while a wave of seeking spiritual values also rose. Meditation, healing, Feng Shui, astrology, things once considered mysticism, have become widespread interests. Because when the light of Li fire shines, every dark corner is exposed, and humans are forced to face themselves. However, the shift does not happen overnight. Just as when winter ends, the ice does not melt in a single day, but requires a transitional season. Period 8 still has remnants, period 9 has just begun. And precisely the years 2025 to 2026 are that crucial intersection. This is when old and new energies clash, creating external chaos, but also offering an opportunity for internal restructuring. In ancient language, this is called the gateway of destiny. That gate does not automatically open for everyone. It only opens slightly for those who know how to listen, to see, and to act. If you pass through, you will live in favorable currents for the next 9 years. If you turn away, the gate will close and you will be bound in the old whirlpool until the next cycle. This also explains why many people have felt uneasy and unstable from 2024 until now. They still cling to the values of period 8, valuing material stability, land, and status, while period 9 demands mental awakening, flexibility, and creativity. The more they cling, the more they suffer. In contrast, those who dared to let go, to experiment, to live true to themselves, feel lighter and full of new opportunities. Period 9 leaf fire is not merely the story of an era, but also a test of every soul. The fire will burn away the false, the wrong, the outdated, but at the same time forge and temper what is true. Just as metal must go through fire to become a sharp sword, humans must pass through the fire period to become their strongest and brightest self. To understand more clearly why 2025 to 2026 is decisive, we must also examine the 60-year cycle of heavenly stems and earthly branches. The year 2025 is At Shi. At belongs to yin wood, Shi belongs to fire. This combination creates a hidden fire within wood, like a flame smoldering beneath dry kindle, not yet bursting but already heating. It symbolizes a period of preparation, accumulating energy, resolving lingering issues. Whoever knows how to use 2025 to reorganize life, purify relationships, and clear mental garbage will have a solid foundation for the explosion to follow. Entering 2026, being Shi Yu, a year of extreme fire. Bing belongs to Yang fire, and Yu belongs to fire. This is when fire reaches its peak, hiding nothing. Every truth is exposed, every falsehood burned. This is the decisive year of clear division. Those who have prepared will rise like a phoenix from the ashes, while those still clinging to the old will be burned, losing their chance. The combination of these 2 years forms a critical cycle. 2025 is the heating, 2026 is the explosion. From 2027 onward, people will live according to the trajectory they chose in those 2 years. In other words, 2025 to 2026 is like the process of molding wet bricks. When 2027 arrives, the bricks will dry and the shape will be fixed. To change it then would require breaking it, extremely difficult. In the 5 elements, period 9 belongs to fire, and fire generates earth, overcomes metal, is supported by wood, and is overcome by water. This also reveals that in the next 9 years, people of the wood element, if they open their knowledge, will easily reap success. People of the fire element, if they balance themselves, will shine brightly, but if not, they may burn themselves out. People of the metal element will face many challenges, forced to learn flexibility instead of rigidity. People of the water element may encounter opposition and need to know how to step back to protect themselves. People of the earth element, nourished by fire, will have solid opportunities but must beware of becoming stagnant and resistant to change. Thus, 2025 to 2026 is not only a transitional stage for all humanity, but also a time for each individual to examine their destiny and see where they stand in the cycle of generation and restraint. Those who understand their destiny and follow it will overcome challenges. Those who are ignorant and live against their destiny will find their lives falling into a dead end. Mystics often emphasize that during this transition, there are 3 groups of people most deeply affected. The first group, those who have procrastinated and missed opportunities. These are those who throughout period 8 kept hesitating, never daring to leave their comfort zone. They may have long harbored dreams, but kept saying, "I'll think about it tomorrow." When period 9 arrives, procrastination will be punished. The years 2025 and 2026 are the final chance for them to take action. If not, they will remain stuck in the old loop for the next 9 years. The second group, those living against their destiny. These are people working against their nature, choosing a partner not aligned with their heart, or living in an environment contrary to their soul. They may have material success but feel empty and anxious inside. Entering period 9, this misalignment will be exposed. They must bravely adjust, or they will feel life growing heavier as if walking against the wind. The third group, those who have begun to awaken but don't know where to start. These are souls longing for direction, sensing the universe has changed but still confused. For them, 2025 to 2026 is the hinge. If they meet the right knowledge, the right teacher, the right friends, they will shine. If instead they fall into superstition or extremism, they will descend into spiritual chaos. Interestingly, all 3 groups share one thing. They stand before the threshold of change. Opportunity and challenge go hand in hand. Just one small decision in the next 2 years can shape the entire next decade. And sometimes, that decision is not about doing something grand, but simply daring to let go of a bad habit,
daring to choose the path true to themselves, daring to listen to the inner call. The question is how to seize the opportunity in 2025-2026 and not miss the gate of destiny. First, begin with purification. Clean your home, cut off toxic relationships, release tasks that drain you without value. When the fire period arrives, false things will burn. The more you hold on, the more it hurts. Second, practice living true to yourself. Period 9 demands light, and light means transparency and clarity. The more you pretend and hide, the more you will be exposed. Those living according to their true values will feel light and free. Third, open your knowledge and spirituality. This is the era of consciousness, technology, and creativity. Learning, exploring, meditating, connecting with your inner being will all help you follow the current.